All right. Good morning, everybody. It's great to see you. Anthony, welcome. It's good to see you as well.
Hello, good morning.
Who's your little friend?
This is Busy. Anytime you sit in this chair, he must be petted.
He's beautiful. He's beautiful. And good morning to Busy. I'm trying to share this. I always get caught I'm trying to share the live stream because Facebook is so crazy. But anyway, all right. So the last time that we were here together, it was just brand new 2026. Now we're I don't know, 2 weeks in. Yeah, we're more than 2 weeks in. Tomorrow is
Mhm.
MLK Jr.'s birthday. Oh my gosh. Do you know
Mm.
the countdown to ASTE?
We are less than 30 days.
I bet it's 27.
Let's see, drum roll, please. It is 26 days, 2
Oh,
hours,
hey,
7 minutes, and 5 seconds.
you know what? That is so crazy. I can actually do a drum roll. Let's do it again. I watch this. Oh wait, they're here.
Yay!
Next time you need a drum roll, just give me a couple seconds and I'll get the real drum roll. But yeah, 26 days away. That is crazy. That is so
Mhm.
cool. And y'all, we've got so many amazing things planned for this year. I'm getting more excited. I'm getting a little bit like it's the countdown for me is on. Like I think about it every other minute. How many ASTEs have you been to?
I did the total earlier, and it was 10 ASTEs that I've attended. So,
Wow, that is
mm,
incredible. That's
mm,
incredible. This will be my sixth ASTE.
mm.
And I want to tell you that one of the things that I love about ASTE, I actually heard about ASTE from my good friend Alice Keeler, who had keynoted a few years ago. And when I first moved here, and she came to visit, and she was telling me about ASTE, and that was in 2019. And that is actually why I signed up, submitted sessions, and it was my first one. And of course, I was new here. I had just moved. Our family had moved from Texas, and it was incredible the way that I felt connected with Alaskan educators immediately when I came to ASTE. That was my favorite thing. And the friendships that I have made through ASTE have just gotten stronger throughout the years.
Yeah.
Whether I was an attendee, whether I came as a sponsor for another company, or in my current role. And it's just I just wish that if you're watching this and you're an Alaskan educator and you've never been to ASTE or you've been a couple of times, come back. Like the connections that you make when you're with our community, they are incredible. I feel like they have actually helped me to be better in the classroom every year that I've been in the classroom since I've come back to or since I've come into ASTE. So
Mhm.
yeah, what are you looking forward to the most about ASTE?
I'm looking forward to just seeing all the educators and connecting with everyone from around the state. While we all coexist in this state together, we don't often get the chance to network and talk and share, get updates on things that are happening in classrooms around the state. And I kind of go into it with different lens. One is just establishing connections or maintaining connections with educators. Always so happy to see people. But also, with my position at Deed is really to try and have conversation with people about computer science and ways that we could integrate more computer science in the classrooms. And that's a lot easier to do in person than it is over email. And then it's just fun. It's just really, really fun experience. And I enjoy it every single year.
Yeah, and you are so fun on the stage. You crack me up. So I agree. I'm looking forward to everything. I'm really, really looking forward to prom night. I think it's going to be even more fun this year. I say when we work hard, we deserve to play hard. Every time that I attend ASTE sessions, I feel like, okay, my mind feels like, oh, I just took in a lot of information. And
Mhm.
so there's always that time to play afterwards and to mingle with friends. But I'm with you. Like everything about our conference and our community is something to look forward to. We're gonna have prizes, y'all. We're gonna have cash prizes. I hope that you'll come. And I need to drop. If you are like, hey, how do I get there? I'm going to um, drop our. It's just ASTE.org/conference, and yeah, and if you go to that website, you are going to see. You're going to get discounted hotel with the captain cook. You're going to get discounted airfare if you need to fly. And a lot of our educators that come throughout the state, like Anthony said, we don't get to see everybody because not everybody can get here by car. And even though we're living in the same state, you can't even get here by car, can you?
Nope.
Nope. So there is discounted airfare if you're going to fly through Alaska. It's all there, and we hope that you'll look us up and and join us. Whether you're here in Alaska or you're in the lower 48, we would love to have you here, and it's an amazing conference. All right, we have a guest coming up. Shannon McClintock Miller is coming up, but before we get to her, she's got. I'm so excited that she's going to be here. But let's give us some updates for anybody that has kind of been following that. Sessions, Anthony has worked so hard, and one of our board members, Samantha Ward, I'm going to give her a shout out. They've been working so hard on our sessions and making sure that everything is current. You can actually, at that ASTE.org/conference, you can see the lineup, right?
Yeah, you could see all the sessions, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. There's over 100 sessions on schedule, and we're probably going to be adding a few more before the conference. So that's over 100 choices, and you could look in there and see any sort of thread. I think you could filter it by category, and it's been categorized as, you want to learn about new instructional tools. That's there. You want to learn about AI. You want to learn about librarians and literacy. They're all categorized that way. And then we also have the event app that those who are registered for the conference can download and utilize to register for sessions. And you'll find that in your app store. Just look for the CVent app and download ASTE26, and you can see all kinds of things, ways to engage with other members.
Wonderful. Another thing to know is that if you are wanting to come to prom night, it's in Anchorage. It's at the Captain Cook, like the Hotel Captain Cook. Did I say it wrong, or is it just the Hotel Cook?
Hotel.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been up that long, so it's like my brain is still fuzzy. If you want to bring a guest, or maybe you're not coming to the full conference, but you're an educator and you want to come to our prom, actually, you just have to sign up to become a member of ASTE for $25. It's on the website, and you also can come to the prom. Now, we want you to come to the entire conference, but we know that, not everybody can make it. But check out our website. We have the weekender as well if you can't make it the full conference, but you want to come for the weekend. So there's lots of choices that you have in that. ASTE board nominations. What is the update with that, Anthony?
Yeah, so we appreciate all the people who put their name down for the board nominations. You should have received an email from Samantha, who's helping manage those nominations, and you can vote. So we have different positions, people who put their name down. Just go in there and vote. We have until January 31st, I believe.
Awesome.
And that closes, and then we'll announce the new board members, and we will bring them on to stage at the ASTE event. And to those people who put down nominations for board members, thank you. This is a purely volunteer-led organization. It requires just your dedication and a bit of your time to help ensure that the organization can achieve its mission. So to all the current board members, thank you very much. To all the past board members, thank you for leading the way. And to all our incoming board members, thank you for helping keep the momentum going.
Yes, wonderful. And to our ASTE members, and I want to give a shout out to Keisha, an ASTE member all the way in Hawaii. She's always sharing about us. Thank you, Keisha. I would love for you to come back if you can. But she was there last year, and it was wonderful. And I think she was part of a couple of panels. So it's always wonderful to have people, share about their experience. One other thing, I did a contest. It's still going on. You have until like midnight, like 11:59 of January 31st before it becomes February 1st. And hey, if you go to our website, and I actually will drop that link as well, if you want to go, or is it okay if I share? I'm going to share that screen.
Yeah, and you can go to ididacontest.org as well, and that'll take you to the same website.
Yeah. So once you get to our website, can you see it, Anthony? Did I pull it up? Okay, great. Okay, so once you get to our website, here we go. You're going to definitely want to grab that book creator is our sponsor this year, and they have given us a premium subscription for to help with this I Did a contest, but also just to use throughout the rest of the year. You've got the different divisions that will be awarded. Cash, y'all. Our students and some of our teachers are going to be awarded cash. Oh my gosh. And People's Choice Award, $250 per category and division. Wow. And that's determined at the annual I Did a Contest award ceremony. And this year we've changed it to a breakfast. It's going to be such a yummy breakfast, a beautiful, and a student showcase afterwards. Do you want to add anything, Anthony?
No, there's standards alignment. So if you want to kind of further justify having your students engage with these activities, they're aligned to Alaska cultural standards, aligned to Alaska computer science standards, as well as digital literacy standards. So lots of opportunities for you to submit your project. There are rubrics that students can use to kind of gauge what they're doing. On the website as well are previous submissions. Last year, we kind of, unfortunately, we don't have the link to that because we don't use Submittable anymore, but there are years previous to that. And so, yeah, if you want to use Book Creator, that would be awesome. Would highly suggest engaging your students with that app. But if not, you could submit any form, and it's a Google form that you submit to. So host it on Google Drive or Office 360 OneDrive, or host it on YouTube if it's a video. Any of those documents you could host on an external site and then just link that in the submission. And yeah, we're really excited to see submissions this year.
Some people are not as familiar with Book Creator, and I love Book Creator. I've been using it for years. I would just say that if you want to kind of dip your toes into Book Creator, use, these videos on our website kind of explain everything. So, and they're not very long or anything, but also you just as a classroom teacher, take the links of your students' projects and just make a little book about your classroom or your school's entries, just to say, hey, this is our school. These are some of our students that have done this, and just a little entry. Our friends at Book Creator are actually going to present these at the I Did a breakfast this year. So I would just say, even if it feels a little intimidating because it's a technology platform that you haven't used yet, you can definitely email Anthony or myself, and we'll kind of help you through that too if you're really into it. But this link right here, Anthony, submit your project. That is if you are just wanting to submit it, right? Not through Book Creator.
I would submit your Book Creator in that link as well.
Okay.
So everything goes through that link. So if you made a Book Creator book, submit the link to that book in that form. So that way we can ensure we can view it.
And if you're seeing this for the first time and you're like, I don't know about I Did a Contest, but this sounds really awesome. Listen, go to ASTE.org. I did a contest. I'll drop it in the comments. Everything is right here. In fact, Book Creator created a workbook that your student could just go through themselves. They don't have to fill out every page. They can delete the pages that they don't and keep the pages they want, or create pages that they want to create. It's so wonderful. And you still have a couple of weeks. So this is not over by any means. We would love to have your entries. And this is a contest for students and teachers in Alaska, cash prizes. Yeah. So I hope that more people will submit very soon. We got a comment coming through. Keisha says, an amazing tool. Several educators demonstrated use of Book Creator at last year's conference. So powerful. Yes. And if you get your premium subscription, Book Creator has people coming. Shannon's where she's going to talk about it. We've got lots of sessions. We've got a lot of sessions on actually how to use your Book Creator premium subscription. So that's going to be something to look forward to as well. And again, you can just go to, I dropped the link, just go to the I Did a contest for all of that information. I know it was kind of like a fire hydrant. Is that what they say? So much, but it's all there. It's all there. And if you have some patience, yeah, you'll figure it out really soon. Anything else you want to add before we move on to the prom?
No, I think we've covered all of it. We look forward to seeing you in February. And if not, we hope you can still participate in I Did a contest, or thank you for just being part of our community.
Yeah. And I just wanted to say one more thing about prom is you can come as you are. I was actually going to dress up into my prom garb this morning, but it is a Sunday morning and last night it sounded fun. Today it didn't sound fun at all. So, but that at prom, at ASTE prom, come if you want to dress up, you can dress up. If you want to wear a hoodie, your favorite hoodie, you can. Everybody will be wearing whatever. All right. And that's all I wanted to say about that. I kind of sounded like Forrest Gump, huh? I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead and bring her up. This amazing leader in education, whether you're an educator, librarian, like Shannon McClintock Miller, you have done it all. You have written books. You are still actually in a school.
I am. I know.
Yes. Well, welcome to our live stream. Welcome to our community. You're no stranger to ASTE. Before, I want to know how many ASTEs have you come and what are you going to wear to prom? And then you can tell us all about your sessions.
I need to think about prom. I was just thinking in my head, actually sitting here. So that's a good question, but you won't be disappointed. And also this is my third ASTE that I've been to. And so, yay, I'm so excited. Just so excited.
Yeah, me too. And actually that deserves applause. Intense applause. Did I do something? Oh, maybe I shouldn't. But all right, 3 ASTEs. That's nothing. That's awesome. That's nothing to shake your head at. That's great. Okay, tell us about. We've got a few things coming up with you, Shannon. Would you mind telling us a little bit about your sessions? You've got a couple on your own, and then with Book Creator.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Well, I just can't wait to come. I always love to connect with all the educators, and I have a little soft spot in my heart for all the librarians in Alaska as well. And so I will be giving sessions on Book Creator and Cami, which will be great, especially Book Creator. And I love that you all are using it. And so I'm really excited to be able to teach and support and celebrate like all the work that, we're doing in my school and share those stories with you, but also to be able to celebrate what you're doing in Alaska with Book Creator and Cami too. So that will be really great. And then sessions on a lot of course, like ed tech, how we use it in our classrooms with our kids to be creative and to learn a lot around literacy. I'm giving a session around media and digital literacy and AI literacy, which I am excited about as well. And then our big day with librarians is our Future Ready Librarian Summit that we're going to have. And this is going to be great because our Future Ready Librarian framework, we updated it last fall. It came out at AASL. And so our 3.0 version, we have a whole theme around just mapping your journey to lead from the library. So a lot of new things in our framework around literacies, again, around media and digital and AI and all the literacies that we support as librarians, but also infusing like how, we are being part of the plan as we move forward to using, even more technology and thinking about things like AI and all of the literacies and the way that we use ed tech with our kids and just, literacy in general and celebrating reading and libraries and all the things that we do to lead from our libraries too. So I'm very, very excited about that.
We are excited about that too. And Anthony, the summit is actually the opening day of ASTE. So you can, all the librarians that want to come, but Shannon, can classroom teachers like myself, can we also come to the summit?
Absolutely. There are things for everyone. And it's great too, because, no matter what you do within a school, librarians do so much collaboration and so many things to lead through literacy and learning and technology. And so I always say, like, even in my own school, feel like I'm raising up all these little librarians because we always have something to teach. That's part of I think the strength of a librarian within your school and your school district, and especially, even at a conference. And we just had a summit at FETC, and we had a handful of educators and even administrators who came because they want to know what librarians can do and all the amazing things they can do to lead, within our schools too.
I love that. And so once the librarians come, so on Saturday, I will tell you about our schedule. We have made it so that there's no competing like librarian sessions for Saturday. So if you're a librarian, again, but if you're a classroom teacher like myself, you are also welcome to join, but that will be on Saturday. Anthony, it's like right after our, like kind of our welcome in the morning. Is that right?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, it will start in the morning. And I think what I'm really excited for this, as well as the fact that it's on the weekend. So those who can perhaps only attend the weekender rate or Saturday, Sunday, you still get that chance to participate in that summit. It does start at 9 o'clock on Saturday. We'll go until lunch, and then the next session will start at 1:30, and that'll go towards to the end of that first.
Woohoo! Yay. Thank you. That is awesome. So yeah, if you're a librarian in this area, I hope that you'll join us. It's going to be an amazing day. The first day of ASTE is going to with Jaritza and Ann Cosmo, like the kickoff keynotes and the Librarian Summit. I mean, it's going to be an incredible day, and we hope that you're going to come. And again, we don't have any competing sessions like librarians. You're not going to have to choose like whether you go to the Future Ready Summit or another. And then on Sunday and Monday, there will be other sessions that librarians can also attend, and that our Alaskan educators are leading as well. Mm-hmm. So wonderful about that. Yeah. Do you, Shannon? So like when you were at FETC, was this like, and that was in Orlando this weekend, and I loved it. I loved watching and seeing all of the posts that were coming from that. What was some of the feedback, and was there anything that surprised you after you because this was the first time that you put your new summit into?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I mean, people are just excited about the new framework, excited to it's a great way to kick off the year, right? Like we're in a new year and just coming together to be able to have these conversations. One thing I love about the summit is everybody has a chance to talk, to share, to celebrate the great things that we're doing, but to ask a lot of questions. And the nice thing about spending the whole day together, just like we did at FETC, we had a half a day at FETC, and it wasn't enough time because, you get into these great conversations, and the work that we're doing and really reflecting and taking that back to our districts is just so important. And just like you guys were talking about in the beginning, having that time together is very powerful, because it really is what we need, that inspiration to be able to take it and go back into our districts and know that we have, that support and knowledge and community to be able to lead. And so I love this day because we have done this throughout the last several years, and it's great to have a whole day together because it does give everybody a chance to be heard. And that's something that I want, if you're listening and if you're wondering to come, please come, because we all do great things. We all have stories to share, and it's not just me talking all day. It is us as a collective. And that is the great thing about kicking off ASTE together.
Yeah, I love that. Keisha says librarians are so essential to the school ecosystem. We need to support them. Amen, Keisha. Yes,
that's so true. Yeah,
that is so important.
Yeah, and it's a shifting landscape for some librarians as well. It may be the case in the lower 48, but I know it's certainly the case here in Alaska, where we have librarians who are having to split their time between different schools because there isn't the budget, or they're having to teach classes on top of the library services that they have. And this kind of support of bringing people together and finding solutions that work for our unique situation here in Alaska, I think is really empowering for everyone attending.
I do too. Well, and I've been to the library conference, and the state and the school library like a few times and have come to work with the librarians. And so I know a lot of librarians, and I saw some even at AASL, and just such a special community. But being from a small state too, in Iowa, very like I teach, all the kids from preschool to 12th grade. My sister, she is in 2 schools, it's 2 small schools. And so I think that is another thing that, I can relate to those things too, which I love that conversation. But just such a special place that you all have, and our jobs, a lot of people talked at FETC about, a lot of STEM things are coming out into also that we're responsible for taking on. And it's becoming, I think, even more and more important to not just follow like what we do with our framework, our AASL standards, but even to think really strongly about ASTE too, and the standards that we have for students and for us as leaders.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Keisha. She's really on fire this morning. She says,
love it.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Our libraries are being stripped down, which, yes, this oftentimes takes a hit financially. One of the first. Yeah. It's time we stop seeing them as bookminders and start seeing them as skill builders. And I love that. Yes.
I love that too.
And I am so glad. I mean, I joke about this all the time. I grew up in the 80s. My school librarian, she's no longer alive. Her name was Mrs. Meyer. And she was the first Jewish lady that I ever met. And she loved us, and she loved exploring the world and bringing the world to us. And she always had fun reading contests. And she shared her world with us. We didn't have a lot of technology back then as much as we do now. I mean, technology was like, the cart with the VCR and the television, right? Which when I started teaching, I used that. But like, she's one of the reasons why I loved reading. She's the reason that I got into biographies. And she's one of the major reasons that I learned that I don't have to only learn in a classroom, that the world is literally my classroom. And I wish she were still around today. She was an incredible woman. But I'm so glad for those educators like you, Shannon, that are opening the world for our students as well. And for us too, we need that support as educators. We all, if we're working together, it's just a better atmosphere to learn in. So thank you.
It is. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And guys, this is kind of where we're going to say goodbye in just a second. We've got so many sponsors and exhibitors coming. They're bringing the EdTech to our EdTech conference. Is it okay if I just give a shout out to some of our sponsors? Do y'all mind? Okay. Here are some of the sponsors that I want to give a shout out. Of course, to GCI, Book Creator and Cami, Certiport, Lightspeed Technologies, Brisk Teaching, Greenfield Learning. Greenfield's new to us this year. Thank you for coming. Bloom is also new. We're looking forward to Bloom. UAA School of Education and College of Engineering. We're so excited for you to join us. Alaska Communications. Let's see, Savas Learning Company. Konica Minolta and All Covered. BenQ, Google, Sprig Learning is also new to us. Klein Educational Systems. DEED, our Department of Education and Early Development Program. EduMatch. Oh my gosh, EduMatch, I wanted to say, is one of our newest sponsors, and we're going to have an AI panel the first weekend of February. So I can't wait. Look for more information on that. Unruler is joining us, and Snorkel just joined. And there's a few more that haven't made it official, but they're coming, guys. And there's even more that I didn't just because of time, but they're coming. But these were our sponsors, and we're just so incredibly grateful to our sponsors, because without y'all, we couldn't do this. And without those of you attending, whether you're coming from Alaska or anywhere else, we couldn't do this. And we wouldn't do this if you weren't coming. So thank you so much for supporting our organization. Is there anything you guys want to say before we say goodbye?
No, I can't wait. I'm so excited, and it's going to be just such a great time.
Yeah, and I would say just spread the word if you can, please. Let other educators know, and to all the administrators, it's really important that you give your educators these opportunities. So thank you all for coming, for viewing our weekly sessions, weekly-ish sessions.
Yes.
We're working professionals. We do the best we can. We welcome you to just stay engaged. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, just 3 weeks. Okay, I have to read one more comment. Matthew is an amazing ASTE member. He says the libraries in each town have been critical to our community's reading strategies. We partnered internet support with reading programs using AR points to drive summer programs. Thanks for doing these. Finally caught one. Keep up with the great work. Awesome. Thank you, Matthew. I can't wait to see you in just a few weeks. I'm excited also to hug you. Everybody, thank you for being part of this. Shannon, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Can't wait to hug you in person as well in
Okay.
just a few weeks.
Yep.
Everybody take care, and we'll see you again next week.
Bye, everybody.